For those of you who know me well, you know that I love history, and therefore I wanted to provide a little history about Memorial Day itself. Formerly known as Decoration Day, it originated after the Civil War to commemorate the Union and Confederate soldiers who died in the Civil War. Memorial Day was first observed on May 30th, 1868. The first state to officially recognize the holiday was New York, 1873. In May of 1966, President Lyndon Johnson officially declared Waterloo, New York, as the official birthplace of Memorial Day. More than 1 million service members have died in the wars and conflicts this nation has fought since the first colonial soldiers took up arms in 1775 to fight for our independence. Traditional observances of Memorial Day have diminished over the years. Many Americans nowadays have forgotten the true meaning and traditions of Memorial Day. That is why I commend this community of Darien and others like it around this state and nation who continue to do the parades and programs such as this. I commend you, the citizens, who are in attendance today that took the time to be here and know the true importance of today. It's true that I live and serve the citizens as City of Delavan alderman in the City of Delavan. But as Ken pointed out, I'm very extremely proud of my deep roots to this community and to the immediate area as a 7th generation descendant of the Gossos. Growing up, I have fond memories of each year attending this very same Memorial Day service with my great-grandma, some of whom you may recall, Pat, she went by Pat or Gladys Gosso, who was married to Leon Gosso, along with my grandpa Jim Gosso, and my mother Denise Gosso Dusterbeck, and my brother, who are all here today as well. Others of you may recall my great-great-uncle Ralph Gosso, who had the grocery store in downtown Darien and served as a longtime Walworth County Board Supervisor representing this area, along with my great-great-aunt Myra Gosso, a longtime teacher and school principal at the old Darien High School and Elementary School. All of the individuals I just mentioned, with those that exceptions of those that are still living, and all going back many other generations in between, all the way back to my great-great-great-great-grandparents, which are resting not far from here underneath the big pine tree. Peter and Delight Gosso are buried right here in the cemetery, along with other relatives of mine buried in Allens Grove Cemetery that we'll visit later today. So needless to say, this is a very special place to me, and have often over the years come to visit and pay my respects to the loved ones that have personally influenced me, or because of many of your stories about them, have helped shape who I am today. So thank you again for the invitation to be here. As well as countless others worldwide, we are reminded that freedom is not free. It has a cost, and that we've all been impacted by the ultimate sacrifice soldiers have made in defending our freedom. We keep in mind on this day the Gold Star families, the mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and other loved ones that have suffered by the loss of a loved one, who answered the call of duty and gave the ultimate sacrifice. It's our job to let them know that their loss was not in vain, and that all of us owe a great debt of gratitude and honor them. There have been many wars in this nation's history, going all the way back to the American Revolution. And for over the last 10 years, we continue to be engaged in struggles against terrorism both at home and around the world. President John F. Kennedy said in his inaugurational address on January 20th, 1961, and what was true then continues to be true today, and I quote, "We dare not forget today that we are the heirs of that first revolution. Let the word go forth from this time and place to friend and foe alike that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans born in this century, tempered by war, disciplined by a hard and bitter peace, proud of our ancient heritage, and unwilling to witness or permit the slow undoing of those human rights to which this nation has always been committed and to which we are committed today at home and around the world. Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the survival and the success of liberty. Just as we have brave men and women before us today that answered that call, and we honor with remembrance those that gave the ultimate sacrifice, and we know that future generations will be just as steadfast, it's mine and your duty to support our troops, encourage them, and most of all, thank them by carrying on the traditions of today, which honor them. We in this nation, again, owe a great debt of gratitude to those who sacrificed their lives so that we all can live free. In closing, join with me in paying that debt back by not forgetting, by remembering what they did and what they stood for. It has been my great privilege to address you today in honor of Memorial Day. God bless America. God bless those who answered the call. And God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.